Chazak Show. I'm the Trev. Sweet. Anyway, continuing on with my favorite players from every team of all the times. And we're almost done. I have 4 teams left. After this, it'll be 3. So, we'll start the finish line, I guess. Because I do intend to finish this up before the end of the year. Probably tomorrow. But either way, let's talk about my favorite Minnesota Wild players of all the times. It's a brief history lesson before we start. And yes, I'm making sure that I'm getting my facts right on these. Minnesota Wild have been in the NHL since the year 2000, when they came along with their expansion cousins in Columbus, who we've done a video on. You can check the link. In that time, they have never made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. They've come close once when they made it to the Western Conference Final in 2003, but as far as long-term playoff success, there's nothing to speak of yet. Now, even though their retro jerseys strike a similar resemblance to the old Minnesota North Stars, they share no history with the Minnesota North Stars, other than the occasional retro jersey. But they've had some good names come through. Here's my favorite. Go in the usual order: goalie, 2 defense, 3 forwards. Check them out. Starting in net, Dwayne Rolison. Yeah, I know, an odd name. So he was only there for 3.5 years, and was a big part of why they went to the Western Conference Final in 2003. But really, a lot of it thanks to certain radio station that I used to listen to when I was listening to the radio willingly. Used to have a running gag with his last name that made it sound like a samurai ninja. So say it once with me: Rolo-san. That's how it went. Something like that. Defense, starting with Jared Spurgeon. I mean, come on, the guy's a lifer, essentially. 12 seasons, 700 games, over 300 points, and he's your captain now. It's hard to imagine him not on this team, to be perfectly honest. Continuing defense with Brent Burns. The legend had to begin somewhere, right? And I mean, I thought for the longest time when he made his debut that he was going to be a stud, if not a star, in Minnesota. I mean, he only lasted 7 seasons, but they were good seasons, and he's been a fun player to watch since 2003. It's just a shame he only lasted 7 seasons there. Starting forwards with Pierre-Marc Bouchard. Now, if that ain't a random name, I don't know what is. 10 seasons with them, and granted, 6 of them were better than the last 4. He was a good middle 6 guy, and within the first 5 years, you were guaranteed at least 50, 60 points. And if not for any other reason, well, him and I share birthdays, so that's almost by proxy. The only guy on this list with his number retired, Mikko Koivu, the better of the 2 Koivus, I always thought. Excellent playmaker. I mean, when he wanted to put on a highlight, he did. So there's never a bad thing. I always thought Mikko was the better of the 2 Koivus myself, but that's my own opinion. You don't have to agree with me on that, but I mean, still the team leader in all-time points in a career. So that's something. And we'll finish this list off properly with Kirill Kaprizov. I thought to include Gaborik in this, but then I looked at it and it's like, no, let's throw Kaprizov in this. If the last 2 seasons are any indication as to how high this guy's ceiling is, I don't know if that's the right measurement standard. I mean, 100 points, 108 points in his 2nd season. I mean, never mind the Calder the year before in what was the shortened season. The kid's going to be amazing. I hope he sticks around. Because again, it wouldn't be the same Minnesota team with him not on it. Who knows, he's still got a young career. Let me know your favorite Minnesota Wild favorite players of all the times. So now my hockey shows. Well, thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you're right here. It's a great thing if you are. Let me know you're here, though. Hit that thumbs up. You want to say hi? You dug what I just did? Hit that thumbs up. Helps. That red button, you know what it does. You know where we want to go. So let's make that happen. Socials in the description down below. One more for you tonight. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking forward to some Trev. Data.